Hey guys, you're back with Lisa Marie Johnson with Play with Lisa. So let's get started. Your friend doesn't like your partner, but needs $200 to keep from getting evicted. You don't have it, but your partner does. What do you do? Ask your partner to loan you $200. Tell your friend they're out of luck. Or tell your partner your friends need $200. So your friend doesn't like your partner, but needs $200 to keep from getting evicted. You don't have it, but your partner does. What do you do? I'd say C. Tell your partner your friend needs $200. Bay hugs your best friend, and you notice your best friend closes his or her eyes and inhales deeply before letting go of the hug. What do you do? A. Nothing. B. Checking your friend. C. Pulling them apart and fussing at them both. D. Going to find a new bae and best friend. So bae hugs your best friend, and you notice your best friend closes his or her eyes and inhales deeply before letting go of the hug. What do you do? I would say B. Check your friend. Okay. Your fiance is at their bachelor or bachelorette party. You see their ex pop up on your timeline at what's at okay. You see their ex pop up on your timeline at what seems to be the same party. What do you do? A. Nothing, because it doesn't matter. B. Calling your fiance. C. Melting down but still getting married anyway. D. Pulling up on everybody. So, your fiance is at their bachelor or bachelorette party. You see their ex pop up on your timeline at what seems to be the same party. What do you do? I would say A. Nothing, because it doesn't matter. Okay. Your cousin just came home from 40 years in prison and wants to go back immediately. Your best friend's partner abuses him or her. What do you do? A. Call the police. B. Nothing. C. Personally address the abuser. Or D. Granting your cousin his or her wish with the address of the abuser. Okay. So your cousin just came home from 40 years in prison and wants to go back immediately. Your best friend's partner abuses him or her. What do you do? I would say C. I would personally address the abuser. I sure would. Okay. Bae tells you that if she had met their new coworker before you, they'd be in a relationship with them instead. What do you do? A. Nothing. The statement is harmless. B. Ask Bae what the fuck does that mean? C. Cussing Bae out. Or D. Finding a new Bae. So, Bae tells you that if she had met their new coworker before you, they'd be in a relationship with them instead. What do you do? I would D. Find a new Bae. That's just too much drama for me. You have her? Shit. I'm gone. Okay. Four people are barely hanging on to the edge of a cliff. Which one do you pull to safety first? A, your spouse. B, your partner. Your parent, I'm sorry. B, your parent. C, your child. Or D, baby daddy or mama. So four people are barely hanging on to the edge of a cliff. Which one do you pull to safety first? Well, I don't have a spouse, don't have any children, so I don't have a baby daddy. So my parent, my dad, I would pull my dad to safety first. I would. B. You're about to go on a first date, so you tell your friend about it. Your friend looks your date up and sees thirsty MDs from them from a few weeks ago. What do you do? A, going on the date. B, canceling the date. C, calling your date to get to the bottom of this. Or D, going on the date but nothing else. So, you're about to go on a first date, so you tell your friend about it. Your friend looks your date up and sees thirsty DMs, direct messages, from them for a few weeks ago. What do you do? Me, I would cancel the date. So, B, canceling the date ASAP. Okay. After a few amazing dates, you look at your new boo's profile and see pictures of you that she took that you that you didn't know about. They took Okay. Let's start over. After a few amazing dates, you look at your new boo's profile and see pics of you that she took that you didn't know they took, posted. What do you do? Well, it depends on what pictures they are. Okay. A, tagging yourself to get your followers up. B, ask your boo to delete the pictures. C, reporting the pictures and blocking them. Or D, tell boo thanks for showing you off. Okay. So after a few amazing dates, you look at your new boo's profile and see pictures of you that she took that you didn't know they took, posted. What do you do? I would say D, tell bae thanks for showing me off. I sure would. Okay. You get 20 text messages from your friends who just saw your significant other dirty dancing with someone at a party. What do you do? A, nothing, because dirty dancing isn't cheating. B, ask them to interfere for you. C, going to the party to see for yourself. Or D, text your significant other that it's over. So you get 20 text messages from your friends who just saw your significant other dirty dancing with someone at a party. What do you do? I would say C. I'm going to the party to see for myself, and then I would confront the piece of poop. Yes, I would. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Oh. Okay. Your spouse gets life in prison, so you mutually decide to get divorced. 3 years later, they're engaged to someone else. Then learn that your ex-spouse is being exonerated and still loves you. What do you do? Nothing, your past is behind you. Or B, reconnecting with your ex-spouse as soon as possible. That's a toughie. Okay. Your spouse gets life in prison, so you mutually decide to get divorced. 3 years later, you're engaged to someone else. Then learn that your ex-spouse is being exonerated and still loves you. What do you do? I would reconnect with your ex-spouse as soon as possible, depending on if he changed his life. Extradited, I guess, yeah, I guess so. As long as they don't bring any more drama, but that he would have had that would have been my first love or whatever. He would have had my heart still, put it that way. So it wouldn't be fair for the other guy. Okay, turn off or turn on? Okay, is this a turn off or a turn on? Body hair. A, turn off. B, turn on. Me, I despise body hair. So A, big turn off. Big turn off. Okay. Your partner is offered a reality show if they get in a fake relationship and agree to keep you a secret. What do you do? A, letting them decide but supporting either way. B, encouraging them to accept the offer. C, encouraging them to reject the offer. D, daring them to consider. So your partner is offered a reality show if they get in a fake relationship and agree to keep you a secret. What do you do? Encourage them to accept the offer. I would say D. I would dare them to consider. That would really tell you where you stood. So D. I would dare them to consider. Okay. Bae owes you $50 from a month ago. Well, that sounds familiar. While out eating, she feels generous and gives the waitress a $100 tip. What do you do? A, admiring Bae's kindness. B, nothing because the tip isn't your business. C, ask, where's mine? D, snatching your money out of the waitress's hands. Okay, so Bae owes you $50 from a month ago. While out eating, she feels generous and gives the waitress a $100 tip. What do you do? I would D. I would be snatching your money out of the waitress's hand. So you can break this. Give me 50 of it. No. Oh, I think I would. Okay. On your wedding day, a guest unknowingly brings a +1 that used to be your fling. At the reception, your spouse asks if you know him or her. What do you say? A, yes. B, no. C, I used to. Or D, yes, but it was just sex. So on your wedding day, a guest unknowingly brings a +1 that used to be your fling. At the reception, your spouse asks if you know him or her. What do you say? I would say C, I used to. Okay, your new boo doesn't drive anymore because he or she needs new tires that cost $400 to replace. You have $1,000 in your wallet. What do you do? A, getting your boo tires. B, ask your boo if she wants your help. C, keeping your $1,000? Or D, it depends. So your new boo doesn't drive anymore because she needs new tires that cost $400 to replace. You have $1,000 in your pocket. What do you do? A, getting your boo tires. Money's just sitting there. Come on now. I'm sure they pay you back once they got tires on their car. Okay, as a teen, you wanted your privacy. Now that your child is a teen, you have the option to monitor everything on their phone through a new app. What do you do? A, give them privacy. B, getting the app because privacy is for adults. Or C, it depends. So as a teen, you wanted your privacy. But now that your child is a teen, you have the option to monitor everything on their phone through a new app. What do you do? I would say B, getting the app because privacy is for adults. Yes, sirree. Okay, last one. You're out with Bae and see him or her start a fight and get stomped out. What do you do? A, letting Bae learn that lesson, so nothing. B, calling for help. C, jumping in to help Bae. Or D, running from danger. So you're out with Bae and see him or her start a fight and get stomped out. What do you do? I would probably be calling for help. I'd be B. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Thanks for playing with me. I enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this, just hit the subscribe button, and then there's a little bell. If you hit that, then you'll see more videos like this, if that's what you want to see. I hope you guys have a great day. See you later.